everybody, and welcome into the Cougar Sports Network and sophomore days. Get ready. Sophomore night days. We get ready for women's volleyball action. College of the Canyons in West LA here from the Smelser Court inside the Cougar cage. I am Matt Robinson. Glad to have you along with us as always. Taking a look. Families starting to make their way down here for sophomore night as we get ready for College of the Canyons and West Los Angeles College here today. The Lady Cougars coming in 14-8 on the regular season, sitting right now in first place in the WSC South, riding a 7-match winning streak. They're 9-1 in WSC South play. This is their final regular season home match for the Cougars and for their 6 sophomores in Leah Gilly, Anna Vasquez, Caitlin Vazin, Sophia Aranzazu, Presley Golfany, and Celeste Anaya. Their final match for them here at College of the Canyons. We'll talk about them more as the match continues on. We'll take a look at the WSC South standings first and foremost, though, as we still have some volleyball left to play this season. And the standings are pretty tight right now when you look at things. College of the Canyons right now sits at the top at 9-1. Santa Monica at 9-2. Bakersfield at 8-3. All 3 of those teams really set to make the playoffs. They're all inside the top 25 in the 3C2A rankings as of the 28th of November. That's been the last ranking. So obviously things might have shifted around with Canyons now holding that 9-1 record. And a win tonight or a win in their next contest on Friday against Antelope Valley will secure the WSC South title for the Lady Cougars, as they have the advantage over West Los Angeles over Santa Monica College, having beat them twice already this season. So the Cougars get that inside track. They've secured that option that opportunity to win the WSC South title, thanks in part to their win a week ago against Santa Monica. The Cougars got 13 kills from Anna Vasquez, 11 from Leah Gilly, and they had an outstanding performance from who we've tipped as the top performer from that game. Sophia Miranda, one of her best games of the season, 12 kills, 4 digs. She had the match-winning kill against Santa Monica, also a sophomore here today, so getting the opportunity, or excuse me, just a freshman, excuse me, so having an outstanding freshman season and will get a chance to compete for a playoff opportunity here this year and try and extend that into her sophomore year. As we said, the Cougars on that 7-match winning streak, and they've been very, very good this season against opponents that they have been good against in the past, including West LA. When you look at the record against West LA, the Cougars with, like we said, that inside track to the WSC South title. Against West LA, they've won 29 straight matches dating back to 2009. The Cougars have only lost a single set to West LA. That was on October 13th of 2021. So the Cougars currently on that 5-match winning streak. They hold the head-to-head tiebreaker. They've won their last 2 they win their last 2 guarantees the WSC South title. We kind of got things backed up, missed up. I thought I had a different slide, and I unfortunately did not. So we take a look here as we'll look at the numbers for these two teams. For College of the Canyons, just over 10 kills a match compared to 4.6 for West Los Angeles. The Cougars hitting 19.8% on the attack percentage. They've had 180 blocks, which is 7th best in the state of California. Their digs per set at 10.9. They have a high service errors number at 207, but a high service aces number at 196. When you look at those two numbers combined, their errors number is 16th most in the state, so one of the worst in the state. They're about middle of the pack on service aces, but you talk about trying to be aggressive at the service line. The Cougars have certainly done that this season. We'll flip over and take you to a break real quick. We'll have the opening serve in just a few moments here on Sophomore Day as we bring it back out here to Lee Smelser Court inside the Cougar cage. The sophomores getting the chance to celebrate their final match here at Lee Smelser Court. Their family there as well to take some photos and say hello. We'll get one final photo with the whole sophomore group, and then we'll get the match underway. Just coming back here on the Cougar Sports Network. Welcome back into the Cougar Sports Network as we get ready for sophomore night action. College of the Canyons, West LA. College of the Canyons will serve it away, and it'll be sophomore Sophia Aranzazu to start things off for COC. She'll float one in for West LA to handle. They'll have to play a free ball over, and the Cougars will get their first attack opportunity. It'll go to Anna Vasquez. She'll drive it down, and Canyons with a 1-0 lead. Cougars going with 5 sophomores in their starting rotation. Only Riley Booth, the only freshman, getting the start today, as it was Leah Gilly, Anna Vasquez, Caitlin Vazin, Sophia Aranzazu, Celeste Anaya, and then Presley Golfini, the libero, checking in to take over for Leah Gilly. A 2-0 lead here for College of the Canyons, as Aranzazu this season from the service line, 20 aces on the year. Good dig from Vazin. Canyons will set up Booth. Tools it down off the block. Booth has a kill. Good to see Riley Booth getting some action. Had a kill on 5 swings against Santa Monica. Just 36 kills on 113 attempts this season. But Canyons out to an early 3-0 advantage. Service ace for Aranzazu. A 4-0 Canyons run. The head coaches for the Lady Cougars, co-head coaches Lisa Hooper and Clay Timmons. Lisa in her 22nd season, 306 wins overall coming into the 2024 season, and 14 to them this year, so 320. Looking for her 321st. For Clay Timmons in his 10th season, 138 career wins for him as the Canyons head coach. A 5-0 run. On the other side, John Anselmo, the head coach for West Los Angeles. He was a former NCAA, 2-time NCAA Men's Division I volleyball champion at UCLA. So a guy with plenty of pedigree trying to guide this Wildcats team, who is just with 7 players on the roster this season. Jennifer Sandoval and Francesca Morjorovic, or Mojorovic, excuse me, is the only the only 2 sophomores on the roster. Another service ace, a 7-0 run, all on the Aranzazu serve. And Canyons has yet to yield a side out in favor of West LA. They lead a 7-0 right now. So the Lady Cougars team, as we said, on a 7-match winning streak. They've been red hot. Another service ace for Aranzazu. And big win over Santa Monica. So an 8-0 run for College of the Canyons. West LA will take a timeout. As we said, the Cougars red hot. During this 7-match win streak, they've gone 21-4 in sets. They've lost just 1 time in their last 10 matches, all conference matches, and that loss was a 3-2 loss on the at home here against Bakersfield, which they it was really a revenge game on the road against Bakersfield on the first. So the Wildcats get their first side out. Sandoval will go back to serve. Sandoval sends this one long after West LA gets back-to-back points. Sandoval this season had 20 aces before the match. Had 5 service errors in their last match against Citrus. Side out for the Wildcats. A block at the net by Celestinaya. Canyons gets another side out. Gilly will check in as Anaya comes off the floor, so Presley Golfany can go back to serve. Canyons is a very good blocking team this year. They had 10 block assists against Santa Monica. As we said, one of the best blocking teams in the state this year. That one just rolls in. Canyons a little miscommunication, so West LA gets a point. Not much energy in the building right now, despite an early 10-4 Canyons advantage. So 12-4 now in favor of Canyons. Good dig that time from Booth. Vazin will just roll it over. Skylar Martin will try and set near side. Majorovic, she'll get the kill. Majorovic this year, 24 kills on 137 attacks coming in. That one goes long, side out West LA. 13-6 lead for College of the Canyons. They started on an 8-0 run. And Vasquez will dig it out. They tried to set Leah Gilly inside. She has a swing error. Gilly has been actually very, very consistent this season. She's attacking at 273, which is one of the higher attack ratings for Canyons this year. That one dug out, but an overpass. Aaron Zazu will go on 2. Aaron Zazu will have a kill. So the lead back up to 7 for College of the Canyons. Gilly has actually been worked into the outside as of late. She'll go back to serve here. And that's been kind of a change of pace for her, working as an outside and as an opposite. And it's kind of give Canyons an extra look on the attack, just not Ana Vasquez. And then Sophia Miranda, who's not gotten a chance to play yet today, but has really worked very well on the attack, has given them a third option as of late. There's Vasquez right on cue. So the Cougar offense has been getting deeper and deeper as the season continued on. It looked like early in the season it was going to be the Ana Vasquez show, and really 237 kills on 160 or 660 attacks coming in today really explains how much they relied on Ana Vasquez early on in the year, and they still seem to rely on her. As she drives that down, she'll try and tap the overpass back over and will make it 16-7 College of the Canyons. But having that extra option, and we've seen Riley Booth getting some options. Sophia Miranda has come along, moving Leah Gilly, who's back at the service line still, who comes with pace that time. That's the first time we've seen Leah Gilly really come with pace this season from the service line here at home. Usually she kind of goes with a little bit of a jump float, makes it very tough on the opposition, but gives Canyons a 10-point advantage here in the first set. Moving her to the outside has really changed things. It's allowed Madison Andrews to kind of find her footing in the middle as well, as Andrews has become a very good blocker alongside Gilly. And really you add Celeste Anaya, who's starting to find her rhythm here late in her sophomore season as well, approaching 100 kills on the year. The Cougars have really started to we said, find that offensive rhythm, and that can bode well for them trying to march through the playoffs once again. There's a swing error from West LA as Skylar Martin went long that time. Wildcats, it's kind of just been a struggle. Everybody's been getting opportunities with just 7 players on the roster this season. Jennifer Sandoval leads the team in kills with 74. But you look, Mojorovic with 24 this season coming in, Martin with 49. Madison Martin, who's, I believe, not in the lineup today, has 13. Sienna Robertson with 38. Aliyah Williams with 64. Namia Williams with 22. Canyons will keep this point alive as this is a decent rally back and forward. Only the libero Alonzo really not without any kills. But that's generally the case for liberos. There's Riley Booth with a kill, and Canyons 5 points away from closing out a solid first set, leading 20-7. Swing to get that ball over from Sandoval, but Canyons able to clean it up defensively and get the kill, making 21-7 for College of the Canyons. For West LA over their last 10, they've lost 9 of 10, 9 in a row. Their last win came on September 27th, a straight sets victory over LA Pierce. They've won just 2 sets during this 9-match losing streak. It's been kind of a struggle for them. But credit them, still out there playing, still out there getting their education, which is maybe the most important thing for any of these ladies out on the floor. Canyons gets another one, make it 22-7. Stay with Leah Gilly serving. That one into the net, a service error. But a long run for Leah Gilly that time. Gets a big high five from Lisa Hooper, Clay Timmons, and the rest of the Canyons roster. Cougars staying with the sophomore rotation and just Riley Booth. No need to change it at this point. There's a block from Aaron Zazu off the overpass. West LA will play it over, and they'll play it over for a point as nobody from Canyons moving. And this is one of those games, too. Yeah, you're expected to win this if you're College of the Canyons. That's a service error, so Canyons will have set points, especially considering you're on a 7-match winning streak. But you don't want to get yourself into bad habits over these last 2 matches, knowing the playoffs are upcoming. talk about Canyons, they have this match against West LA, who's 0-10. Then they have Antelope Valley, who's 2-8 on the year in conference play. Just 7 wins between those two teams on the regular season. There's a dig, a one-handed opportunity from Vazin, but couldn't get it into an area for anybody to get to, so Canyons will have a swing on set point number 2. Not uncommon, the Cougars have had trouble closing out sets on service opportunities. In their win over Santa Monica, every time they had set point, it took at least 2. This will take 3, and Sandoval will go back to serve. Sandoval, 20 aces on the year. Vazin, that one gets hung up in the rafters, but Canyon's gonna try and clean it up. They cannot, as Vazin and Booth miscommunicate, and that's just an error. So West LA has closed it back to 24-12. Sandoval sends it long. Canyons will close out the first set. A 25-12 first set victory. Teams will switch sides. Canyons with a 1-0 lead as we go to the second set when we come back.
College of the Canyons is always ready when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougars athletics programs offer a great college experience. Take control of your athletic future at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
Whether we're on the move or stuck in one place, it's with us, comforting, healing, and transforming lives. It's the power of you. With 4 world-class hospitals and over 170 clinics across Southern California, together, we're building a healthier community. We're your neighbors, your friends, your family. It begins with you. UCLA Health.
Can I get it Mike's way? What's happening?
And your free sub. Enjoy.
That was super weird.
Oh, that? Nah. She just used the Shore points you can now earn from chip and drink purchases to get free sub through the app. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
Welcome back into the Cougar Sports Network as we get ready for second set action. College of the Canyons in West LA. Cougars with a 21-12 first set victory. Trying to make it 8 matches in a row. En route to a WSC South title. Win here today will clinch that for them, as they would Also clinched the top seed coming out of the WSC South. Going into the playoffs as they hold the tiebreaker over Santa Monica College. Win the last two and you win it outright without a tie. West LA will serve to start things on. Wildcats get the first point here of the second set. Sandoval back to serve here for West LA. Sandoval gave the Cougars trouble her first go-around from the service line. Canyons out of system that time, but they get a point on a swing error in the middle by Williams. Vasquez back to serve for Canyons. Ball played over here. Canyons getting some different bodies on the floor. And a pay kiss out there, along with Sophia Miranda and Riley Booth in the front row right now for Canyons. Miranda, the swing dug out by Sandoval. Williams blocked at the net. Aaron Zazu will set Miranda, tools it off the block. So we'll probably start to see Canyons in more of their traditional rotation here. Error by Canyons that time. Not really in system once again. Second time we've seen him in this set. Service long, trades the point right back. Presley Golfany back to serve. No touch at the net by Canyons on a swing that went long from West LA. We'll stay with Golfany back serving. Golfany this season, 36 aces, one of the better servers for College of the Canyons this year. There's a block at the net by Anaya and Booth. West LA tries to pop it over. Canyons will set Booth. Overpass. Aaron Zazu now will set Miranda, kept up by West LA. They'll just have to play a free ball over, but they won't get it over the net. Majorovic had some trouble that time, so we stay Golfany at a 5-2 lead. Golfany will get credit for a dig that time, and then Booth will get credit for a kill on the other side. Canyons with a 6-2 advantage. We may not see Morgan Dumlau today. I see some tape on her left hand. So with it being sophomore day, with it being a team that has struggled this year in West LA that Canyons should be able to beat. It's an overtouch by Celeste Anaya. May opt to rest some players that are dealing with injuries. Dumlau's been the main setter this year. Not to say Aaron Zazu has not done a good job when she's had opportunities, but it's been a stark difference in terms of set numbers. Dumlau, 461 assists this season, and we will see Morgan Dumlau coming in. Aaron Zazu, 167 before today. So it looks like Dumlau maybe just some maintenance tape, and she'll get an opportunity to go to work. Dumlau from the service line this season, 27 aces this year. Serves an ace right off the hop, and Canyons with an 8-3 advantage. Will stay Dumlau working. Tough set for West LA. It's a block at the net by Miranda, and West LA going to take a timeout. John Anselmo going to ask his team to talk about things for a moment. We'll take a timeout with them as well. Canyons with a 9-3 advantage here in the second set and a 1-0 lead.
Make hosting your next event easy with the Dr. Diane G. Van Hook University Center. With over 30 meeting spaces, wireless video teleconferencing capabilities, food service, and technical support available, the University Center has everything you need to make your next event shine. Conveniently located near the 5 and 14 freeways in Santa Clarita, the University Center offers easy access to local airports and many attractions, making it the ideal meeting place for everyone. To learn more about our rental options or to book now, visit canyons.edu/University Center.
Nine to 3 Canyons. Morgan Dumlau serving when we come back here. As we come back here, we should say. Canyons with a 1-0 lead as we go to work in the continued second set here on sophomore night. Celebrating the Canyons sophomores, Leah Gilly, Anna Vasquez, Caitlin Vazin, Sophia Aranzazu, Presley Golfany, and Celeste Anaya. Their final regular season match here at Lee Smelser Court inside the Cougar cage. Could be their final match depending on where they get ranked seeding-wise going into the playoffs. This team really should get a decent ranking going into the playoffs, but we'll wait and see. They might end up having to go through the road to get to the state tournament, trying to get back there once again, trying to finish off their first conference title since 2022, which would be their 8th conference title in the regular season. Trying to make their 6th state tournament appearance if they can get there. Got to get through the regionals first. They clean up a point somehow. That was a very out-of-system point that Celeste Anaya knocks down. And Caitlin Vazin back to serve. Vazin, the sophomore, 25 aces this year from the service line, 92 digs. She's been used mostly in serve and defensive opportunities. Not going to get there for that one. West LA got the point. So make it 11-5 here in favor of Canyons. Vazin last year was part of the libero rotation, but it's really gone to Presley Golfany as the libero this year. She's been the main libero for Canyons. Cougars are going to get a point here off a missed pass from West LA. Celeste Anaya will get an opportunity at the service line. And a pay kiss checking back in as Golfany comes off in the front row. Anaya just 11 aces on the season. Hasn't had a lot of serve opportunities. Sends that one long. Anaya early in the year was really talked about for her jumping ability. She can leap out of the gym when she gets the opportunity. Like to see her have a little bit better effort at the service line that time, but Lisa Hooper kind of coaching her up. We get to see Cambria Colley for the first time in as a libero today. There's an errant swing from Anna Vasquez. Vasquez this year, 257 in the attack percentage, 67 errors on the season coming into the match, considering 661 attacks coming in. It's a pretty solid number, as she's been the main attacker for Canyons for most of the year. Just recently, the Cougars have found multiples as they get a block at the net from Paykiss and Vasquez. And we'll see Riley Booth checking back in. Sophia Zazu will go to the back row and serve. Aaron Zazu got Canyons off to a 7-0 run in the first set. Mishandle from West LA. Tough passing that time. The lead is 7, 14-7 in favor of Canyons. Aaron Zazu with some more pace on that one. Blocked at the net was Sandoval by the Canyons front. Now Vasquez, a running swing that had a lot of pace on it, gets the kill for Vasquez. Back-to-back points off the Aaron Zazu serve has stretched the lead to 8 for Canyons. 15-7 here in the second set. Sophomores getting plenty of run for COC here today. Another block at the net. Good dig from Sandoval on a reaction dig, but then everybody else from West LA kind of stood still, and nobody cleaned up the next ball. Short serve. Majorovic handles that time. Sandoval's swing blocked but kept up by Sandoval. She'll get another swing. That time got a tip. And gets the point as Vazin couldn't clean up the extra dig back on the back line as it just rolled over her head. So Sandoval will go back to serve. Vasquez with a kill after Cambria Colley had the serve receive. That got a big cheer from the bench. Cambria, just a freshman out of Saugus High School, likely going to be the libero next year for College of the Canyons as Golfany moves on. Vasquez, a service error. This is a Canyons team that is set up to make a run this year, set up to continue that going into next year. To see Sammy Linder for the first time today, going into the back row. Linder, the defensive specialist, also has the ability to play libero. Handles, serve, receive, finished by Sophia Miranda. Cambria Colley will go back to serve. Colley into the tape. 18-10, an 8-point advantage here for Canyons. Maya Williams back to serve for West LA. Canyons looking to side out, keep the advantage at 8 or more. It'll be 9 as the serve goes long from Williams. Savannah Anaya going to come into the front row. Morgan Dumlau into the back row as Riley Booth and Sophia Aranzazu check out. First time today seeing Savannah Anaya. Her and Celeste both in the front row. Colley will bump set. Miranda drives in, they say. Cross-court winner for Sophia Miranda that I think the Lady Cougars thought was going to be long. So we'll stay with Morgan Dumlau back serving. West LA going to get this one over. Canyon's not going to be able to clean it up. I think West LA might have gotten away with a lift from Majorovic, but we play on nonetheless. 20-11. Colley an overpass on serve receive. West LA trying to set. Sandoval had to back up. Dumlau handles. Colley will try for another assist to Sophia Miranda and gets it. Second assist for Cambria Colley on the bump set. And Caitlin Vazin, along with Anna Vasquez, will check in. Sophia Miranda off. Sammy Linder off the floor as well. Caitlin Vazin back to serve. And Vazin has a service ace, make it 22-11 in favor of Canyons. Another point on a play at the net, so we'll stay with the Vazin serve. Williams an overpass that time. The tap back from Vasquez got bumped back over to the Canyons side by West LA, and then Vasquez finishes it off as Canyons gets to set in rhythm that time. Canyons with set point number 1 as Vazin will go back to serve. Maya Williams handles. They set Sandoval on the strong side. She'll keep the set alive for the moment. Canyons swinging on set point number 2 here as they'll have serve receive. Majorovic back to serve for West LA. Dumlau sets Vasquez, but she didn't get a great swing at it. West LA, a little miscommunication, so Canyons will get another look here. Dumlau will set Vasquez for a running slide that didn't quite get over, rolls it across. Canyons takes it 25-12 in the second set as well. They lead 2-0. And we'll go to the third set here from Lee Smelser Court inside the Cougar cage in just a moment.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved.
Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Welcome back in as we go to a third set here from Lee Smelser Court inside the Cougar cage. College of the Canyons leading 2-0 over West LA. Cougars with 25-12 wins in both the first and the second set. They'll start with Morgan Dumlau back to serve. Dumlau will drive a service ace to start things off. Canyons trying to close this one out in straight sets. Would be the 30th win in a row over West LA. And the 6th straight sweep for the Cougars. As we said, the Cougars have only lost one set in 29 matches to West LA. Of course, things can always change, but it's been a tough run for the Wildcats against College of the Canyons. Canyons will have to play a free ball over, but they'll get a point out of it as Caitlin Vazquez will get a kill. Now Vasquez will go back to serve. And Chetowicz in for the first time today, as she'll check into the front row. And Vasquez back serving for Canyons. Sandoval pressed into setting duties, will be played over. Savannah Anaya will have a kill. So West LA squad, when you look, Skylar Martin is their primary, or Jennifer Sandoval, excuse me, is their primary setter. She's also their opposite hitter and their outside hitter. She's led the team in pretty much everything this season. Very skilled. She's going to get called for net contact that time, though. And Canyons will go with a 4-2 or 4-1 advantage here for Anna Vasquez back working. Vasquez gets lucky off the tape and over. West LA just has to clean it up, and Canyons tries to go inside to Pecos, who never really got high enough in the air to crush that one over. So it'll be an error on Canyons and a serve for West LA here. Vasquez will go from the back row. And Alonso couldn't handle. Canyons will get the kill. 5-2 in favor of the Lady Cougars. Presley Golfini back serving. Celeste Anaya moves into the front row. Adriana Pecos goes to the bench here for the moment. Golfini a service ace. (6-2) in favor of Canyons now. Golfini short into the net that time. Leah Williams will go back to serve for West LA. Canyons a point off an overpass, as West LA just wasn't ready to clean it up. Missed on the tap back. Sofia Aranzazu back to serve. Riley Booth into the front row. Chanovich, Anaya, and Booth in the front row. Golfini, Vasquez, and Aranzazu in the back row for Canyons. West LA Sandoval will set far side, and West LA will get a kill for Madison Martin. And Martin will go back to serve, or Skylar Martin, excuse me, will go back to serve. And I believe it was actually Skylar Martin on the kill. Anaya tried for a power tip, no. Sandoval trying to set the near side, sent it a little bit too outside the antenna, and Canyon's going to be able to get into system and get a kill for Riley Booth. It's good to see Riley Booth getting some run here. You think next year going in for Canyons, although this year still has a long way to go, but you look ahead. Savannah Anaya, Riley Booth, both have had some opportunities on the attack side. Sophia Miranda has really come alive on the attack side for Canyons, so seem to be very set up in terms of attackers from the outsides, and then of course set up in the middle with the Madison Andrews, who we have not seen today. Andrews 62 total blocks this year. Second on the team behind Leah Gilly, who has 68. Haven't had to see Canyons use much of the front row today. They lead 10-4 here in the third set. Trying to finish out a sophomore day win. And earn at least a share of the conference title. And the top seed coming out of the WSC South going into the playoffs. And West LA will take a timeout. 11-4 Canyons here from Lee Smelser Court inside the Cougar cage. We'll break as well.
Welcome to College of the Canyons, where students become the success stories of tomorrow. Whether you're already in the workforce or just getting started, our flexible schedules are a game changer. And students don't just earn degrees, they catapult into desirable careers in top 4-year universities for just $46 per unit. Quality education without crushing debt. Ditch the cookie-cutter mold of college and make college work for you. Register now at canyons.edu/schedule.
To 4 in favor of College of the Canyons as we continue on here in this third set. Canyons trying to close this one out in straight sets. Win their 8th straight and their 10th conference match of the season. Wins today and on Friday close out what would be their 8th conference title and their first since 2022. Got to get through 4 more sets. Win 4 more sets before the other team at this point wins 6. And they're on their way to winning this one in straight sets and giving themselves a chance to try and finish off the conference title on the road against Antelope Valley, make it 12-5. For the Cougars, should they pull the conference title, which will, like I said, a share today, it'll be their 3rd in the last 4 years. They won in 2021, they won in, or excuse me, it'll be their 2nd in the last 3 years. They did not win the conference title in 2021, but that was one of the years they made the state finals. Trying to make it 3 state finals appearances in 4 years going into the playoffs this year. The Cougars, they're approaching one of their better stretches in women's volleyball history. A great stretch, 2014, 2015, 2017, 3 conference titles in 4 years. This would be 2 in 3 years. And potentially set up to try and go back-to-back next year with the number of players coming back. Although, you know, all speculation. We assume everybody coming back next year, that is, all the freshmen, but we'll have to wait and see. For now, we'll try and finish out this year. Celeste Anaya back serving, a 14-5, 9-point advantage for Canyons. Sandoval trying to set Williams, who plays it over. Canyons able to clean it up. They try and go Pecos on the inside. Didn't get a great swing at it. And West LA will get a kill off the near side. And Sienna Robertson had the kill. Independent Alonso back to serve for West LA. Vasquez, overpass, lift called on West LA. After the tap back from Pecos, substitutions for Canyons coming. Savannah Anaya and Morgan Dumlow back in. Sophia Aranzazu and Riley Booth off the floor. And Dumlow back serving. Service ace for Dumlow. 10-point advantage for the Cougars here. 16-6 is the score. Booth into the, Dumlow into the net. Put Jennifer Sandoval back to serve. I would imagine Jennifer Sandoval, the sophomore out of King Drew, Compton, California, might have an opportunity to play at the next level. She has been good here today. She gets a service ace that time on a tough pass from Vazen that hit Pecos in the shoulder and then just fell back down. Gets some help off the net that time to Sandoval. And I would imagine if she wants to, she could certainly go play at the next level. She's led this West LA squad that's only got 2 wins this year, had kind of a tough season. Side out for Canyons. As an overtouch from West LA that time. As Chatovich and Linder will come back in to take over for Vazen and Ana Vasquez. Canyons getting their sophomores off the floor for them to enjoy their final home match. We get to see Sammy Linder get a serve opportunity. Sends it in. Canyons will clean up the West LA swing. They'll send Chatovich off the block. Good dig from Linder on the rebound, but then Anaya's tap over goes wide, so side out for West LA makes it 17-10. So maybe a look at the future on the floor here for College of the Canyons after we got to see the sophomores finish out their final home match, see if they can help cheer on the freshman crew out there to close this one out in straight sets for the Cougars. Chatovich didn't get a swing at that one really, and back-to-back points for West LA. Sienna Robertson back to serve. Sienna Robertson will have an ace off the tape that Colley didn't handle. So make it 17-12 now in favor of Canyons. West LA trying to battle back and at least stretch this one more set. They send that long, so Canyons will have serve opportunity here at 18-12. And we'll see Celeste Anaya back in to take over Riley Booth. Or excuse me, Adriana Pecos. So Canyons staying in their rotations here. Ambria Colley back to serve. There's a tip at the net called for West LA on the Majorovich swing. Leah Williams now back to serve. No touch at the net for Anaya. Another point for the Wildcats. Clay Timmons going to march down, call a timeout. Canyons wants to talk things over. They don't want to give up this third set. They would like to win it in straight and head to the room, get another break. Less miles you can put on your legs as the season continues on, the better. So Canyons will discuss things here with the young group that was on the floor, minus, of course, Celeste Anaya, who's the lone sophomore out on the floor for the moment. 18-15 Canyons. Canyons miscommunication there, out of system. They don't get a swing. Majorovic going to get a kill, and West LA within 2 here, 18-16. Caitlin Vazin comes in for the moment. Canyons will set Vazin. Creates an overpass, and then Canyons miscommunicates on the floor. And now we might see some of the Canyons starters come back in, as we'll see Anna Vasquez check in. 18-17 West LA, or excuse me, Canyons. Vazin will handle serve. Dumlau will set Savannah Anaya, dug out by Sandoval. Pressed over by Williams, and Williams is going to even us up at 18. So we stay at the Elia Williams serve. Vasquez gets a tip at the net. Stops the bleeding for now. Sophia Aranzazu and Riley Booth will check back in as Canyons will stay through their rotations here. Aranzazu, who started Canyons off on a 7-0 run in the first set, had a good run at serve late in the second set that pushed Canyons over the top. Booth off the tape, dug out by Sandoval. Majorovic just pops it over. Canyons will get a swing here. Vazin off the roof will get a Canyons point. So make it 20-18 Canyons. Canyons has to play a free ball over. Overpass this time from Canyons. Good dig from Aranzazu. Cougars trying to clean up the communication, and they do a little bit better that time. But Martin going to finish off a kill on the other side. 20-19 in favor of Canyons as Martin will go back to serve. So Canyons, Golfini, Vazin, Aranzazu, and Vasquez in the back row. Anaya, Booth both in the front. A block for Sandoval. We're even at 20 here. Now Booth will go. West LA just fighting to survive for the moment. Now they have their first lead of the match at 21-20. And Clay Timmons going to take another timeout. Canyons trailing. So now Canyons will have to play from behind for the first time late in the set today. So 21-20 in favor of West LA here in the third set. Canyons, of course, with a 2-0 lead, trying to close this one out in straight sets and earn at least a share of the conference title, but they've kind of lost their rhythm here in the third set. West LA has a 2-point advantage here. Celeste and I able to clean up a point for Canyons. Caitlin Vazin will go back to serve. You need some solid serving now from Canyons. Trailing 22-21. Vazin into the tape instead. And now West LA 2 points away from making this a 4-set match. And what really should have not even got to that point if not for Canyons kind of losing the plot here in the mid portion of this third set. Majurovic goes right at Savannah Anaya. And now West LA has set point number 1. This time long from Majurovic, so West LA will swing for set point on their second opportunity. Canyons needs 2 points to extend this third set. All off the Celeste Anaya serve. Anaya just floats in. West LA never got it over the tape. So now you need one more good Celeste Anaya serve and some decent defense to extend this third set if you're Canyons. Set point number 3 for West LA. Another good serve from Anaya in. That one off the tape. Canyons able to keep the point alive. Sandoval trying to finish it, does, and we'll go to a 4th set. West LA gets just their 2nd ever set victory over College of the Canyons since 2009. 4th set when we come back here on the Cougar Sports Network. go to a fourth set here from Lee Smelser court inside the Cougar cage. College of the Canyons a 2-1 lead. West LA will start on the serve. Canyons with more of a traditional rotation to start here in the fourth set. They get a point off a miscommunication from West LA. Good rally back and forward we go. Still fighting for the point. Neither side really able to clean anything up. And finally, Skylar Martin does for West LA. Battle of a point back and forward, our longest point of the night. Service error from West LA will put Canyons back at the line on a side out. Miranda off the block. Now Booth off the tape. Good dig by Martin. Booth will roll that one back over. Here's Martin. Stuffed at the net. Here's Miranda, tools off the block. 4-1 run to start here for College of the Canyons. Now Vasquez back serving here for COC. Just the second time since '09 that Canyons and West LA have gone to 4 sets. That one long. Cross-court swing, a point for West LA. Emma Williams in. Laya Williams back to serve. Dolphiny has to bump set to Booth, who punches it across. Now Sandoval tries for the back row attack and puts it into the nets. The point goes to Canyons. Presley Golfini will go back to serve, and a pay kiss off the floor. Celestinaya back into the front row. Golfini, good short serve. Martin, dug out by Vasquez, who will go from well back and hits it long. So West LA, after picking up that third set, 25-23, trailing 5-4, and back with serve for Martin. Miranda that time, too much to handle down the line for Martin. Credit the Wildcats here, a team, like we said, just 2 wins on the regular season, but continuing to play hard with just 7 ladies on their roster. Still have one more match against Santa Monica. Sophia Aranzazu gets some luck, or at least one more conference match for West LA, and then they'll have a WSC crossover on Saturday. Unknown who they'll play against for that. For College of the Canyons, right now, it's either, I believe it's either Moore Park or LA Valley. And the last, we kind of looked, and this is just a guess from us, it's going to be Moore Park on the road on Saturday, which should be a fun match considering Moore Park 9-1. I think I said LA Valley, I meant LA Mission. Vasquez high off the tape. Jorovic blocked, and Canyons will get a point. Yeah, you look at the WSC on both sides. Get 9-4 for Canyons. Canyons 9-1, trying to go to 10-1. Moore Park 9-1. LA Mission at 8-2. This is the WSC North that we look at. Moore Park at 9-1. LA Mission at 8-2. Santa Barbara at 6-3 as a timeout on the floor. Ventura at 6-4. So really, it's Moore Park and LA Mission fighting for the conference title in the North, much like Canyons and Santa Barbara, or Santa Monica, excuse me, fighting for the conference title in the South. Canyons lost to Moore Park on the 20th of September, 3-1. They actually lost to Ventura and Santa Barbara as well, part of a 3-match losing streak for the Lady Cougars. But that Ventura loss here at home was their last loss in, or their second, let me stop myself here, was their last loss outside of conference play, and they've won 9 of 10 in conference. Their only other loss in the last 10 against Bakersfield, so just their second loss in their last 11. Cougars have had some decent wins this year in non-conference games. Their TSRPI right now is 577. Their non-conference RPI is 537. They beat Irvine Valley, who's a perennial power traditionally in the 3C2A. Irvine Valley having a tough year, though, just 7-7 in conference play and 7-15 overall, playing in that very tough Orange Empire Conference, which usually produces a number of good teams. Miranda on an overpass, trying to get the kill, didn't get it. Canyons will try and set into a rhythm offense. Anaya down the middle, no. Williams plays it over, Golfany will handle. Then Savannah Anaya rolls long, and it's a point for West LA. And I clicked the wrong button, so let's get that correctly. 10-5 in favor of Canyons. Talking about their other non-conference wins, Desert, who's really had a struggle of a year. Actually, Desert's actually had a pretty good year now that I look at it. Desert, over the last few years, has had a struggle of a year, but this year, actually 8-4 in conference and 13 wins on the regular season. So that helps boost Canyons in terms of their non-conference wins. They beat Maricosta, who's 11-4 in their conference in the Pacific Coast Athletic, and 13-9 overall, so another solid win for the Lady Cougars. And then you beat El Camino, who right now sits in third in the 5-team South Coast South, with a losing record on the season at 8-13. Canyons gets another point from Caitlin Vassett. And then Mount San Jacinto, who has actually had a solid year in the Inland Empire Athletic. 17-9 overall for Mount San Jacinto. 11-1 in conference play. Them and San Bernardino Valley tied for the tops of that Inland Empire Athletic Conference. So that certainly helps College of the Canyons when you look down the line going towards playoffs. But that was their last non-conference win. Really, the North is the side that looks the strongest this season in terms of overall records. When you talk about the state right now, that's near San Joaquin, Delta, Fresno City, Sierra, American River, the top 4 teams, all with 23 or more wins this season. All with RPIs over 6. Long Beach is the highest rated 3C2A Southern California team. West LA through the block that time for Williams. And then you look, it goes Long Beach, Mesa, Rosemont, the next 3 all from the south. Feather River, Moore Park, LA Mission, Cerritos, Santa Barbara City. But the top of the North, very solid this year. Another errant swing, this time from Ana Vasquez. It's 15-7 in favor of College of the Canyons. And Alonso back to serve. So mostly speculation on my part as to where Canyons may end up in playoff seeding should they win out their final 2 matches. Of course, you would need to do that. You can't afford to have losses late in the year, especially against opponents that are well out of the playoff picture. West LA and Antelope Valley being both those teams. Sandoval tried to go with the left hand, didn't get it over the tape. Point for Canyons, 16-8. Lead back up to 8 for the Lady Cougars. Look right now in terms of the way the rankings in the state sit, although I think they'll change with Canyons having beat Santa Monica twice this year. Savannah Anaya gets a kill. Canyons would be 13th. In the South, which would put them likely on the road to start. I think that might change, but I still think they're probably going to be a road team all said and done. You're looking at maybe the 9 seed. As I think they'll jump Bakersfield, they'll jump Santa Monica. Santa Monica right now, as it sits, is the 9 seed. Tap back for Ana Vasquez, make it 19-8 in favor of Canyons. They had not put out state rankings last I checked. They may have put them out. Since we're sitting here, we'll try and figure it out for you. That one long from Canyons. No, and the most recent state rankings still sit on October 28th, so. 20-9 in favor of Canyons. Like I said, I got to imagine Canyons will jump up to at least above Bakersfield and Santa Monica. You figure they'll get inside the top 20 on this 7, looking for an 8-match win streak, leading 20-9, 5 points away from it. Vazin on a true bick that time for Canyons. Went off the tape, kept up. Canyons will go again. They go inside Pecos, high off the block. Williams into the block. Overpass. Canyons didn't tap it back cleanly and just had to play it back over. Another long rally. Net contact on West LA. 21-9 now in favor of Canyons. Dumlau back to serve. Good dig from Golfany. Poked over from Canyons. But Alonso didn't handle clean. Martin will just pop it back over. Vasquez, kind of a running swing into the block. Canyons out of system, cleans it up. Another long point here. Vazin with a dig, but it went over onto the West LA side and out of play. So 21-10 and 11-point advantage here in the fourth set. Canyons won the first two sets 25-12. West LA took the third set 25-23. The Cougars trying to close out this match in 4 sets for their 8th straight win and their 8th conference title. They get a kill this time from Riley Booth. Sophia Miranda in. Yes, I was correct. Vazin back to serve, or Vazin off the floor, and Vasquez back to serve. 22-10 in favor of the Lady Cougars. Sandoval from deep, hits it long. (23-10). Marjorovic off the block. Booth, a little running swing, cuts it across the net. That's a nice swing from Riley Booth. And Canyons with match point. Serving for it is Ana Vasquez. Jorovic trying to extend it one more point and does. So we'll go to a second match point. The Cougars will have a swing. Trying to make it 8 in a row. Williams trying to extend it for now. Vasquez will handle serve. Dumlau will set Sophia Miranda. And Sophia Miranda locks up what will be Canyons' 8th win in a row and their 8th conference title, their first since 2022. The Cougars have earned at least a share of the WSC South crown. One more victory away from locking it up outright as they'll play Antelope Valley on Friday on the road. That'll do it for us here on a successful sophomore night. The Lady Cougars get a win 3-1, 25-12, 25-12, 23-25, and 25-11 to close it out over West LA. That'll do it for us here. We hope to see you on Friday. We got plenty more action here on the Cougar Sports Network. We didn't bring that up, so we'll bring it up now. You take a look at the live stream schedule going into the rest of the week. Women's soccer and men's soccer doubleheader on Friday, a sophomore night for both those squads. And then we get our first look at the women's basketball team. Brand new head coach Robin Hester, and they will take on Riverside City College here on November 19th. Men's basketball on the 22nd. Women's basketball back in action on the 23rd. Might be some soccer playoffs, some volleyball playoffs mixed in there as well. Check cocathletics.com for the full live stream schedule. That'll do it for us here on the webcast. We thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you later on this week for more action here on the Cougar Sports Network.